Hello and welcome to another Zach Carnage video, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a discussion on some of the upcoming decks. So there are 4 decks which I really want to talk about in the near future, and these are basically decks that will be defining the meta as we progress through basically the next half year to a year. So first off, in this video we're going to be talking about Metalfoes, which you may have seen a few people talking about. I plan to talk about it for quite a while, so I thought I'd finally throw my hat in the ring and give a little bit of a talk, just basics about the deck so that you can have a reasonable understanding of what it can actually achieve. We're also going to talk about Blue Eyes, ABC, and DDD. Those are the other 3 big ones that I think will be really key to the meta in the near future, provided we get all the support that OCG has, of course, received. So there are a few really key things that you need to know about Metalfoes. Let's get into it. So first off, this is a pendulum-based deck. All of the monsters that we've seen for it are pendulum monsters, apart from the extra monsters, of course, based around normal monsters, so a little bit like Ignites, except they're a little bit better in that they all have the pendulum effect of destroying a face or card you control, and in exchange you get to search out their, basically their fusion spell or their fusion, or their trap is what they normally go for. There are numerous cards in the deck which allow for searching, because they have a lot of high-level normal monsters. You have Summoner's Art, which allows you to get quite a few of them. Painful Decision will allow you to get the lower-level ones. They also have the fact that they're psychic, means that you can emergency teleport out the little guys, which is really useful. It means extra searching for if they don't release all of the monsters at once. The scales on this deck are spectacular. They're 1 to 8. So you have a massive range of monsters that you can summon off this. You could start playing Mist Valley Apex Avian again, if you miss it from the old days. And a lot of people are playing the Magispector engine in the deck, the Bambuku and the Kirin, just because Kirin is a really powerful pendulum monster at the moment, so you could definitely throw that into your deck. Because the deck is a pendulum deck that fusion summons, it's really useful that none of the resources are wasted. Provided you fusion summon from the field, all of your materials will be going back into your extra deck. So that just means that you'll be able to use all of them again when you pendulum summon again. So if you already have your monsters on the field, say you teleported them out with an emergency teleport, and then you do the fusion summon, then after that you set up your scale and you can put out a massive board with even more monsters from pendulum summoning. And the deck can just combo off really well with stuff like that. Also, the fusion spell and the trap recycle themselves and recycle cards in the deck. So you only actually have to play 1 or 2 of the fusion spell in order to play the deck. Of course, you can play other cards if you want, like polymerization and stuff, but I don't think you really need to. The fact that every single one of the monsters can search out the fusion spell just means play 1 or 2, and then you'll get away with it. Essentially, it puts itself back and lets you draw a card. So it's a free fusion, basically. So the fusion monsters that we've seen for it already either have really good stats or fairly decent effects. The deck has a lot of potency to make high rank levels, like rank 7s and rank 8s, just because of the access to the extra deck via fusions, and the fact that you're pendulum summoning so much is really useful for the deck. So, something that we've been seeing recently, I'm not sure if Lithium 2300 is the guy who pioneered this, or if he's just taken it from somewhere else, but the Yang Zing deck has received a new counter trap support, which can basically negate anything and then destroy something on the field. But the thing it negates actually gets shuffled into the deck, which is amazing, like absolutely fantastic. This does require use of the Yang Zing engine, of course. So a lot of people, well, something that he's been showing recently on his channel is use of Metalfoes with Yang Zings, because the Metalfoes have to destroy something face up, so they just pop one of the Yang Zings, the Yang Zing then searches, and essentially you end up with a free plus from this, searching with both the Metalfoe and the Yang Zing at the same time. It just makes the deck absolutely fantastic. They synergize extremely well. And the way that the deck is built with the 2 of those is normally that you have, say, about 10 Metalfoes, and then you have basically a Yang Zing core with 3 copies of the counter trap. You just play a load of counter traps, and you set up turn 1 boards with like 3 big synchro monsters, or a couple of big synchro monsters, and say a Metalfoes fusion or something like this, and then you just set 2, 3, or 4 back row, and it's a really impressive board to be able to make consistently. Because I think for the good combo you only generally need a normal summon monster, a Metalfoe, and one of the Yang Zing monsters, and it's a very consistent, it's a fairly consistent deck, just because you have so much searching and so much stuff that combos really well. and it can achieve some incredible boards, especially with the new support of like Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. I know the deck can actually make Ultimate Zolkin using Gofu. Of course we don't have Gofu yet, but I'm expecting this. Gofu is a Blackwing monster that special summons itself, pops out 2 tokens. You can then use the tokens, you can pop them with a Metalfoes to get your free search off basically, or you can use them for Synchro or Tribute or whatever you need them for. But Gofu is a fantastic card to be used for making Zolkin, just because you have so many cards which can work as tuners. The new Yangzing Synchro monster that's come out, Dulong I believe it's called, actually really helps with this deck as well, because it searches on summon, and it can be used as a tuner to make the Zolkin, or it can be used, because it can change its level, you can use it to make different monsters as well, like Crystal Wing or whatever you need. So hopefully I've given you some basic insight to the Metalfoes deck. Be sure to check it out on YGO Pro while it's still live. I know DN got taken down very recently. But you can read all the card effects on YGO Pro or Dev Pro, whichever one is still live. And feel free to muck around with the deck. Let me know if you have any comments or suggestions that you would like to make in the comment section down below. Stay tuned for the Blue Eyes White Dragon, the DDD, and the ABC discussion videos. These are just, again, going to be very basic, brief discussions. If you want to talk about it more in depth, then feel free to leave me a comment. And also, you can head over to the Zakhunch Facebook page and discuss it with me there. I'm really happy to talk about tactics or combos or deck builds, anything like that. And something that I'm going to be trying out doing soon, something that I want to do soon, is I want to try and pick up a Yangzing deck core, and then potentially make the Zephyr Yangzing deck that I've been trying out online, and show it to you guys, because I know a lot of you really enjoyed the Zephyr deck profile that I put up and the combo videos on that. So there's some really interesting stuff that I can show you with that. One of my friends at university has actually been trying out this deck for quite a while, so he knows quite a bit more than me. But I'm sure that we can get his input on this and bring all of the necessary information to make Zephyrs top tier to you, because Zephyrs can definitely beat the meta, unless it's maybe Metalfoes Yangzing. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.